member for Davenport.
Thank you, Chair. On the subject of the Skills Acquisitions Minister, can you provide us with further detail of the professional development being undertaken with the Orbis program? And I refer to Budget Paper 4, Volume 1, page 198.
Yeah, thank you. I thank the member for Davenport for the question, and it's a real pleasure to be able to provide some information to the committee about the work being done by a group of people in the Education Department under the project title Orbis. It's also known as the Expert Teaching and Leadership Academy. So Orbis was established in the Department for Education in April 2019. Its goal is to provide exemplary learning for leaders and teachers, focusing its professional learning on system-wide priorities in support of world-class education. So I really want to identify that our educators, teachers and leaders have identified and passionately engaged with Orbis in the last year and a half. On the first day of our unexpected lockdown last week, for example, teachers who were expecting to present their final applied learning projects at Orbis in Hindmarsh flexibly adjusted to Microsoft Teams and lasted the whole day online with their colleagues. One of them had their 18-month-old baby by their side. I can report from having some experience that is a circumstance where outside of the usual engagement that anyone in a workplace environment has to have, but increasingly more and more of the people in our community now have. And I really want to commend that person for successfully completing that day online. And I think that's an example of the demonstration of the professionalism and the commitment our teachers have to developing their knowledge and their teaching practice so that they can have an even greater impact on their students' learning regardless of what's happening around them. They didn't, I think that they would have been understood if they hadn't presented on that day for that professional learning opportunity, but they were really enthusiastic and really appreciating what Orbis is able to do for their professional practice. The way Orbis is operating, it's a deliberate shift in a new direction. So leaders and teachers are at their best when they apply contemporary research and their best evidence practices about teaching and learning in their daily work. They combine their experience with their understanding of evidence-based best practice and contemporary research. So the programs that Orbis offers provide leaders and teachers with purposeful, collaborative and empowering learning. Our expert providers make sure the research and best practice examples are contextualised. They're built on the knowledge and expertise that our people already bring. Orbis's launch programs were designed to deliver on the department's system-wide focus on literacy and numeracy and instructional leadership in the first instance in line with school improvement reform. The partnership was with the University of Melbourne and the Harvard Graduate School of Education, and so Orbis focused on literacy R to 3 and 7 to 9 and numeracy R to 3 and instructional leadership. As a measure of Orbis's success, the number of spaces available for leaders and teachers tripled in the 2020 school year to 406 enrolments. COVID-19 did cause disruptions to program delivery with postponement during term 2 of 2020. However, leaders and teachers were provided the option to either continue their learning or postpone their participation in the program until 2021, supporting personal preferences and school community needs. So earlier this year, also Orbis designed a thought leadership series. Educational experts provided actionable insights and reflections to support our leaders given the rapidly changing times of 2020. Given the successful implementation of the launch programs, Orbis is now expanding to include preschool literacy, preschool numeracy, literacy 3 to 6, mathematics 3 to 5 and mathematics 7 to 9. In addition, Orbis will be expanding to support the transition of primary school teachers into high schools as part of the Year 7 to High School project. The suite of professional learning includes 7 to 9 curriculum programs, understanding adolescent learners, which is very important in that junior secondary environment, literacy across the curriculum, and fourthly, special option programs to support teachers new to teaching students with disabilities. This means that from 2021, Orbis will also have new expert providers, including Griffith University and Flinders University. Supporting the growing demand for world-class professional learning, Orbis is currently looking to expand its footprint within the Education Development Centre because we have an expanding number of programs and participants, and I really want to congratulate all the staff at Orbis and all of the educators, teachers and leaders who have engaged so successfully with the programs this year and last since its installation in April last year.